Hi guys, Ashantin here, how are you? I have been still sketching out my build on this server and I wanted to move. Do you remember in my storage room I had loads of terracotta tiles down here, but it's not the right place for it. Basically, I didn't have enough room for what I wanted to look at and to do, and I decided to sketch out a sort of like a display hall over here. I've sketched out a tower, as I said I would. Obviously, this is just the base of the tower. And I have sketched out a hall along here. Now, this was quite interesting because, first of all, I thought, well, how many colours are there? And rather than trying to remember, I actually had to pull up and look at one of Zuzuma's videos to check how many colours there were. And it turns out there are 16. So then, of course, I realised that I didn't have all the colours. So I've just put everything together like this. And it's really fascinating. I haven't got concrete yet. The concrete's going to go above here. So I've never made concrete before, so that's my next project. This cyan one is absolutely gorgeous. I really love the aquamarines, the whites, the greys. What a beautiful block that is. I don't know what the pattern looks like. This is so unexpected. You get this sort of funny pinky colour, and it comes out with this really Mediterranean yellow and blue and white. It's an extraordinary look, like a swimming pool really. And again, this is very different from its block. This one, I think, is going to look particularly good with greys, as is this, as we've already seen on Dog's build. I love the depth of colour in the blue. It does not match that, but that's okay. Just as this one, I love the sort of look of it, and it doesn't match its clay block. It'll match the concrete. This is fairly lurid. This one is the sort of muddy colour I don't take to. It goes brilliantly with my build. This one I think is going to be useful for map makers, but it's too lurid. This one, as you know, I love. I like that very much. I'm not sure about this one. It looks a bit either bedroomy or My Little Pony to me. It's got some very pretty colours in, but I'm not quite this sort of girl. This one I think is going to have its uses. This I think is going to have a lot of uses. I like this one, it reminds me of bees. And this one I'm taking to, I have so much of it. And the reason is that I very proudly delivered about 4 stacks of what I thought were terracotta blocks to Dog. He just put them straight in a hopper and burnt them up into tiles. And of course, they were orange, they weren't the hardened clay. So that wasn't the best of things. But it looks quite cheerful in this environment, doesn't it? It's quite a nice colour scheme, that. And in fact, Dog's been giving me some ideas on detailing for my bridge. That might be one of the ideas, because that gives a very good match with this orange clay. So just the reason I wanted this hallway, and it's not finished, guys, it's just sketched out, is purely so that it could give me this sort of inspiration and let me look at these blocks. And it does give you ideas when you can just look around and see things like this. I'm thinking what to do with the floor, whether to leave it dark brown or whether to change it. I think too much white might be the wrong. I have put bone blocks in the ceiling. I am debating what to do up here. Initially, I was going to make this into a tree farm, but I'm slightly changing my mind on that. I would like to make it into a roof garden, but guys, look at the colour. I mean, it's going to look like a sort of mud patch, not a garden, because the colour is going to be so wrong. I could put another farm up here, because look at the way that the carrots and the wheat and the melons add beautiful greens to this area. So that's a possibility. But there are lots and lots of different possibilities for this. A roof garden might work, provided it was all flowers and vegetables. That might be an idea. So I might think about that. I think that's a better idea than a tree farm. I thought I hadn't done much. I thought, you know, when I came off earlier today, I was thinking, oh gosh, I'm tired, and I've done nothing. But actually, sketching out this little tower that fits neatly here, working out how the access points go, finding all the colours, making sure I had them all, and getting them in what I think is a good order, because they seem to move into one another, which is not the order you would think, actually, funny enough, guys. It all, I think, really, really takes time, and I'm actually very pleased with the progress I've made today, I think. Very pleased with it. So that's, you know, moving on quite well. And looking at it from over here, yeah, I think, you know, I mean, there's no detail on it. That is just a rough base, a sketch. But nonetheless, already I can see that is actually going to work. And I wasn't necessarily going to take those tiles onto this build on the outside. But having seen Dog, who's a deep desert man from Arizona, put blue with orange, and having seen that tile, I think I know what I'm going to do with those. Now, what I'm going to do is sleep now, then we don't... Everybody loved the colour of this shulker box, and I don't dispute that. Now, I have put a vine somewhere to try to get it to grow. I can't remember where I put it. It's the most ridiculous thing. I'm actually now mining for clay. Well, when this is cut, ooh, I'm going to need shears, aren't I? I have so many pairs of shears in boxes. I've got too much in my inventory. I'm not going to collect anything here. Let's just drop some of this off. I was making bone blocks. That's in no particular order there. But I should keep that with me. I think when it's sheared, I was looking at whether it would... Does it go... Shears, shears, shears. Yes. So even though it looks this muddy colour when it's growing, this is going to be a temporary vine farm. I can actually make, I think I can make, is this how you make? Yes, it is, moss stone with it. So if I want to add green, that's quite a nice bright green stone I can use there. Right, well, that's quite a good discovery, that it actually goes back to green again. But it seems to me if I'm going to make a garden, the trees are going to come out muddy colours. The vegetables are looking quite good. Cacti look good. And the flowers will look good. So I think if I do make a garden up there, which I would like to do, it's going to be without vines. And I can't use bushes as hanging plants because they're just going to look the same sort of dull green colour. I love this multicoloured tree. It can't make up its mind which biome it's in. But when you get into these desert biomes, the grass goes very, very grey and green. So guys, it's all looking good, but I think now I've come on and I've had a bit of inspiration. I'm going to go and gather up some of this rough... I keep catching sight of that and wondering what it is. I think I'm going to have to start experimenting with concrete and see how those colours look. It's going to be quite exciting for me because I need to see which colour of this is going to be the concrete. And the same with all of them. So it's going to be quite a fun project to make all the concrete and then dye it all. But in the meantime, I'm going to try out something that Dorg suggested to me. I've also found out that dark oak fence looks a lot better with netherrack than spruce. So another step forwards. Look at the creeper face. Great fun. So I think as a beginning bit, that's not too bad. And I did widen this as I said I would, which is looking better. And then I've taken these steps up a bit here, which looks better. And I have great plans now for all my sunflowers. I can't decide, because Dorg put them around there, whether to leave them there, because they are so attractive looking, or whether to move them to where they'll make somewhere else attractive. But of course, when you have bone meal, you can do all sorts of things. So let us guys just, now let's have a look at this. Because Dorg suggested, he suggested 3 blocks there. He sent me a picture of this absolutely wonderful bridge. I haven't got a pickaxe with me. Okay, where is my nearest workbench? Not too far away. I can't believe how many workbenches I put together. Let's just get a pickaxe. Get an iron pickaxe. Right. And start again. And let's just have a look at this. I know that I'm going to have to go into the nether, because I know I'm going to put glowstone in this. So I think, let me just try this. It might look a little wild. Wow. They look like butterflies. Isn't that beautiful? And then the middle there, which I haven't got any at the moment, would be, I'll probably have one piece, would be glowstone. Now, Dorg, what do you think of that? Because you gave me the idea. I think that's rather splendid. I think we need to get these. My idea, of course, was to have a very dull outside and a big block. Ow, matters. Just a wild inside. But I'm coming to the view. The more I use these tiles, the more I like them. That looks great, I think. Would you put them the same way round, all 3 of them? Or different ways? I think I would very much like them the same way round. But they don't have to be the same on all the blocks. Yeah, and then a piece of glowstone in there, and we could be in business. Should we go and look for some glowstone and see how it looks? This is my, I must get a line through there. Oh, what fun! You can see straight through to the other side. I'm definitely getting a line through there. It's funny, isn't it, how inspiration strikes? Because Dorg sent me this brilliant picture, but it's got loads and loads of wood in it, which I don't dislike. But he also had those tiles plain. But the orange, wrong way, the orange and the blue. Do I have any glowstone? Let's go and have another look downstairs. I do. I suppose I could put glowstone lamps in the middle there with levers on the back. Let's just try it with ordinary glowstone though. I'm getting lost in my own build. It's getting quite a big build for me. I don't normally build this amount. It's not in these bits. It's very bitty, but I'm enjoying it. So I'm thinking it through. And frankly, if I built it all at once, I don't think it would have come out anything like this, which may be good or it may be bad. So let's try again on the glowstone. Oops, am I anywhere near this? I've got a silk touch. Oh, Well, it goes with the brown above it. I think that might be too busy a look. That's probably why Dog had plain blocks. Okay, so the question is, I suppose, let me jump off in the water here. Missed. I think that looks terrible. I don't think colours go. Now I'm in a quandary, as I usually am with lighting, because I love the look of that block, because I think the aquamarine picks up the rest beautifully, but I don't like the glowstone. It is difficult, isn't it, trying to get all this to work together? Oh dear. Well, I said I wanted to learn. Some of it's going well and some of it's not. I'm just going to leave that glowstone block there temporarily. One more look. I do this all the time. If I haven't got this, I'm running away out to sea on lily pads. I do like that colour. It's so wild. I don't normally build with wild colours. I mean, this is a really amazing, absolutely amazing upgrade. I wonder what the concrete looks like with that. It won't go with the sandstone stairs, and there are no stairs in concrete. Is that too wild? Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to leave it there while I think about it and decide what I'm going to do. I wonder whether, you know, the lights you get in the ocean monuments, I wonder if they meld in on colour. I have a feeling they won't. I suspect that the edging is going to be a bit too blue-green. Anyway, enough of me running around, playing with colours, playing with blocks, and generally learning all these new blocks, what's good about them, what's bad about them, what I like, what I don't like. So, a great learning curve for me. I am liking the way it's surrounding this bay though. And I have a lovely idea for over there, which I might put into practice and then come back and show you guys. Good night, guys.